It's time to do a tier list for the Shining Revelry expansion in Pokemon TCG Pocket. A little bit of a spoiler alert, this set is like almost complete poop, so I think we will be done rather quickly here, but let's dive into it. First of all, I'm only gonna rank cards, by the way, that are at least a little bit worth ranking here in any way, right? So anyways, Pachirisu. Now this card is 100% completely garbage for the following reasons. First of all, there's no lightning type deck that is even slightly viable right now, and Pachirisu is not future proof either, as he already has everything he could possibly ask for. With Pikachu EX that would one-shot the entire meta game completely, right? Even the best deck in the game and stuff. The second best deck has weakness to it. It needs exactly what Pachirisu does, and yet Pachirisu is still completely useless. Future proof is not here either, because it already has, as I just said, everything he could possibly ask for, and therefore the only place I can put Pachirisu in is the F tier. Trash now, no future potential, so yeah, there it is, in the garbage. Then, since I just mentioned the Pikachu EX, let's talk about that one real quick as well. So same reason, same scenario for him as for Pachirisu. No lightning type deck is viable, so this card doesn't have a spot anywhere. It also, just like Pachirisu, already has everything and more that he possibly could ask for. Everything that this Pikachu would need to see success is already in the game. We have that Faulkner, we have that Lieutenant Surge, we now have that Pachirisu, it has energy acceleration, it has everything it needs. It one-shots every single Pokemon in this game. Now that red is a thing, but yeah, the entire meta has 150 HP. So it has every single possible thing to be successful, and it is completely unplayable garbage. People even play complete trash like Beedrill over this Pikachu. So yeah, I think I said everything that is there to say about it, and it's obviously F tier. Now the Beedrill, same, it is completely unplayable garbage as a stage 2 dealing 80 damage, and then this laughing stock of an attack of removing 1 energy from your opponent. I mean, it is a complete joke, no matter how you would possibly look at it. So people still play that. They play it alone, they pair it with Meowscarada. It is on the field, it sees tournament play, and therefore I cannot give it the same rank as Pikachu and Pachirisu, because Pachirisu and Pikachu are not played anywhere. No one in the world, not even the biggest monkeys that play the Beedrill, would play the Pikachu. So I have to put Beedrill a tier higher, and therefore I will put it in the D tier. Then we have something a little bit more interesting, I would say, with the Pokemon Center lady. Now, right now, with no status condition being anywhere in the entire metagame, there's nothing, not a single special condition anywhere, no matter where you look. Even in non-EX formats, there is no special condition. Those things don't exist. And that makes Pokemon Center Lady arguably worse than a potion. And a potion is already not a game changer, not in every single deck. It's not something that shakes the world, right? And if Pokemon Center Lady is arguably worse, because she would be the supporter for your turn and heal just 10 more. So yeah, you would give up 10 heal, but not have your supporter played for the turn with the potion. That is arguably a little bit better. But yeah, in its best case, they are pretty equal, right? They're not far from each other, you might say. So This is pretty garbage. That would be like D tier probably, because it sees some play here and there. Some decks play it, so it would be in the D tier. But this Pokemon Center Lady card at least has a little bit of potential, because we don't know what the future will bring us. And if the future will bring us good Pokemon with status conditions, if the meta will consist, will see status conditions, then the Pokemon Center Lady stocks are rising really quickly. And that's what we have to keep in mind here when we rank her. So she's either B tier or C tier, since she has I don't know, like I don't see special conditions ever being really prevalent, right? So yeah, I will have to put it in C. If you would put her in B because you are more of a believer of Pokemon in the future applying status conditions, that is totally fine, go right ahead. Moving on to another supporter card here with Red, and yeah, as you probably already noticed and are aware of, Red is a complete game changer. It is a meta defining card, and it has it is future proof, like giga future proof. Like he has plot armor, so to speak, really, because EX Pokemon will always be on top of the meta and always be a thing. There's no way around it, and Red helps them and is good against them, and yeah, it helps the best cards in the game, and it is good against the best cards in the game, and therefore this is a clear S tier, and this is the #1 best card we got out of Shining Revelry. I mean, obviously, right? I don't think I need to explain things further here. I can mention one more thing about him that is a very good example, as Gyarados was pretty irrelevant because of the introduction of Giant Cape. That led to Gyarados not getting any one-shots anymore. Red negates that Giant Cape, and therefore Gyarados gets the one-shots again, and now it's relevant again. So there we go. It's a meta-defining card, because mainly it shuts down the Giant Cape, which is or was everywhere. Then we have Team Rocket Grunt, which on the surface is a pretty interesting card. It is high risk and high reward. That's already a problem because you have to flip coins, but there's more. Same for Pikachu EX, same as Pachirisu EX. Team Rocket Grunt already comes into a meta where it should absolutely thrive, and it doesn't get any better for this card anymore, because we are already in a meta where Giratina dominates the meta. It needs 4 energy. Mewtwo is played together with Giratina, needs 4 energy. Palkia is the second best deck in the game. It needs 4 energy. Gyarados, as we already mentioned, is very relevant, needs 4 energy. So the point is, the meta is already heavy on energy attachment, and this is the perfect environment for a card like Team Rocket Grunt to stop these Pokemon that need heavy energy attachment to then one-shot things from getting that energy on. And it is still not played anywhere, right? Like, sure, I mean, there are always monkeys that play everything, you know. There are people that play Beedrill, so there will also be people that play Team Rocket Grunt, but we are not talking about them. We are talking about the competitive meta game and the best decks. Like, yeah, we are not talking about like some bullshit here. So Team Rocket Grunt, not future proof, already in the best possible environment for it, and pretty much unplayable trash. So it does not belong into anything higher than our F tier. It has the same issues as the cards that are already in the F tier, so we have to put it right in there as well. Then let's talk about the weekly tough real quick, to not talk about the trainer card again. So the reason why I put this here is simply as a joke because of how it looks. It's a meme, it's Satan himself, but it's completely unplayable garbage. Having a stage 1 that heals 20 from your active Pokemon and deals 50 damage with just 100 HP, it's a complete laughingstock. It's, yeah, only here on this list because of the artwork. The artwork carries this, and it's one of the most terrifying and the most funny artworks we have seen to this day. So there we go. Don't play it though, unless you wanna look funny. Then we're moving on to Iono, which, yeah, like if you look the first glance that you take at this card, you might immediately say this is completely useless, because playing it you always go -1 tempo, and that is something that you never want. There is one thing about it though, because this, like the theory here was with this card, why it should have been good is that it has the potential to prevent you from breaking. If you break but you draw Iono, then Iono can make it so that you do not longer break, right? Now of course you can break and you don't have Iono in your hand. You can break and have Iono in your hand, play Iono, and then break again, you know? Like, it's not a guarantee. It is a little bit of a gamble, but one of the most important things in this game is to not break. Right now, it's the #1 most important thing is to not break, right? The problem that Iono has is that we don't play Iono. We simply play decks that cannot break to begin with, right? We don't even take the risk of Iono. And there's one singular deck in this metagame that could potentially break, and that is Gyarados. So not even the one singular deck in this entire metagame that could potentially break plays Iono ever, right? And yeah, this really says it all. We don't have to discuss this further. This is a clear F tier. And now, yeah, I mean, we could argue about the future potential. But yeah, the Gyarados already destroys that theory. Like, what if in the future you might say decks become viable that could break, but we already have a deck that is viable and could break with Gyarados, and it doesn't play Iono. So yeah, this card is unfortunately doomed. Then we have Giratina EX, and yeah, you know about it, right? This is the card that it is by far the best deck in the game. It is completely dominating the metagame. It plays in a deck together with Mewtwo. It's a deck that cannot break. And yeah, you know everything. It's just the same with Red. Like, you already know everything about this card. And if you don't, then why are you even here, honestly? So yeah, it's the best deck in the game. It's not future proof, that's why it's only the second best card that we got from Shining Revelry. It's dominating the metagame right now. That will pretty much guaranteed end in 2 weeks. So there we go. That is not future proof. Red will reign supreme forever until it gets banned or is out of rotation at some point. That will take years, so don't worry about that. Red is giga busted. Then yeah, we have another one. I don't even know why it's here, honestly, but yeah, I think I just wanted to include some more cards. It's Clodsire. It's unplayable trash. It is not future proof. I mean, same, right? It already has everything it could ask for. It has a Pokemon with Grafaiai that sits on the bench that could potentially add the poison to the active and make Clodsire go nuts. We have that Weezing, Koga And yeah, there's just, we have basic Pokemon like Ekans that can poison the enemy, but it doesn't work. Mainly because Weezing has 3 retreat cost, where Fire is a stage 1 that is on the bench and flips a coin, then Clodsire EX itself has 3 retreat costs, so yeah, it is just doomed and does not work. It will never see any play ever. Like, what could you possibly ask for? Like a stage 1 that poisons the opposing Pokemon like for free without flipping a coin every single turn? Yeah, forget about it. That is never gonna happen. That would be too busted, and Clodsire therefore is doomed. Future, it would have it, but not with 3 retreat cost. There is no way ever. There you go. Like, nothing else is even worth ranking. Like, you can already see I put a lot of F tier cards in here because I have to rank something, right? I mean, I cannot just rank 4 cards and then call it a day, right? That wouldn't be it. You can see the A and B tier is completely empty. Everything in this expansion is complete garbage except for red, honestly. Sure, Garantina sees like play right now. That will stop though very, very soon. As soon as we get new cards, Garantina is out. Everyone will forget about Garantina and no one will talk about it anymore, right? The chances of that happening are very, very, very high. So the only good card from the only really good card from this expansion is red, and that's about it. It's completely sad, but it is what it is. Don't even like try to make the argument of, oh, Straw Hat, this was not a set for the players, that was for collectors with the shine. No, not true. A set that is only for, or primarily even, for collectors does not produce the by far best deck in the entire game. If an expansion has the best deck in the game in it, it's not a collector's thing. Players are forced and need to pull on this if they want to see success, especially in tournaments. So forget about that argument, please. Don't type that out, okay? Don't press enter when you type that. Okay, anyways, that's it for the tier list. I hope that was a little bit fun and maybe even informative. But until next time, take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Don't forget to leave a follow. And bye bye.